Welcome back to day 5, going from 0 to 10K vibe coding, only using AI products. And if this is your first time at my channel, first thing I want to say is welcome. I love caffeine, and all I drink is energy drinks. And yeah, for all of you that don't know, I got a spot here in the Canary Islands. I think I'm on Gran Canaria. I don't really know the terminology, but anyway, I got a spot here for 3 weeks. I think I have like 2 weeks left. I told you all this already. Yeah, I am staying here so I can go ahead. I can build a SaaS product from 0 to 10K. All I do is vibe code, and all I do is use AI only products. But I have a couple different rules for this challenge. Cool, so rule number 1 is I have to go from 0 to 10K per month vibe coding. Only use AI products. And the second rule is I cannot stop recording until I hit 10K. And if I do stop recording, you have full permission to find me of wherever I am located at in the world, currently that week or that month. Find me on Instagram, and you can come up and yell at me or slap me if you want. But I won't put that in writing. Okay, but yeah, anyway, quick recap of what I've been building for all of you guys that know, maybe don't know. I'm building a content writing tool that basically just helps all the people that I know in a niche that I know very well, just because I do consulting inside of that niche. And I know it's a tool that people would absolutely love. And basically what it does is it helps businesses create better copy, so therefore they can sell more cool things on the internet and sell their services. So they make more money, so therefore they can pay me and I can make more money as well. That's why we do these things. But the bad news is I don't know how to code. I never knew how to code, but that's why all these AI tools like Lovable, N8N, Supabase, this is really just my tech stack, really solve everything. So also, I probably didn't say this yet, but I said in all my other videos, the reason I'm even doing this challenge is because I want to go to Fiji and skydive and surf every single day, as well as work out. That's what I'm doing. But anyway, this morning I was super sick. I really didn't feel like doing much. But I still did do some of this work. I just never pulled out the camera because it was just way too much at the time. Also, last night when I shut off the camera, I did a lot because I'm an idiot. I thought my credits renewed this morning, but apparently that was just a giant lie. I think they renew tomorrow morning because, as you guys already know, Lovable and all these no-code builders, these vibe coding apps, you have a certain amount of credits so you have to pay for. So, quick little recommendation, always use ChatGPT to help you write a better prompt because you'll get a lot further. But yeah, so what I did yesterday, I just cleaned up a lot of the funnel. Oh, one of the things that I solved because I'm a master genius is right here. I was having one of the issues. For all you guys that have watched some of my earlier videos, if you remember this white spacing right here, it took me like 20 credits or 20 messages to try and get this thing out. But I did it yesterday in like three messages because I'm a baller, just like that. And it was the best feeling in the world. But last night, I was just super tired to go ahead and film. But what I did is I hooked up the brain right here. And for all of you guys that don't know, what the brain does is it just gives context to the AI. And I have it saved right here. So this is just like a knowledge base. And I made it save everything into the save scripts. And look how cool all of this is. Like, I literally cannot code to save my life. And here we are, coding software. Like, it blows my mind that we're in an era where we can do things like this. Like, you don't even have to be technical to build software. All you have to do is know a problem to solve and be a good marketer to get your product in people's hands. That's all you have to do nowadays. It's crazy. I used to think software was like literally mission impossible. Like, imagine building a software product. Like, that to me used to be like, wow. Like, but now here I am. I can do this in like, I don't know, at day 5, but whatever. But yeah, so today what I am doing, I'm allowing users to connect sales calls. I already did that. Dopamine hit of checking that off. Connect to brain, chat knowledge, did all that. Now I'm creating prompts and figuring out the workflows. Oh, the constraint that I'm running into. So right now I came up with a new way to organize all the data because the issue I was running into is what I was doing is I was putting all the data into a vector database. And if you guys follow AI at all, vector databases are like the coolest, hottest thing on the market right now. But I was trying to put my data in there, not knowing that was something to really query against my existing data. Anyway, in short, it was retarded the way I set it up because, again, I'm learning this as I'm filming this video right now. But I found a better solution. So don't hold that against me because I found a better solution, but I'm trying to hook that solution up. So right now, obviously, to get better copy in businesses, you have to really understand your customer, right? And it's a little educational lesson for you guys. If you want to create really good copy, understand the pains, the dream outcomes of what your clients or what your prospects are facing, and then write copy in their language about what they want and what they say. So what better way to do this than a live sales call that you had trying to sell somebody where they're telling you their problems? No better way. So that's why I put in the way that you can upload a sales call, because there's no better feedback than that alone. So what I did is I'm allowing users to go ahead and put in files. Now the issue is when you go ahead and upload a large file, because imagine a sales call takes an hour, 2 hours or so, the file becomes way too big and the data just doesn't work really, because the file is so big that the data, it doesn't get transcribed. And I've been trying to use the node, the whisper node right here, but yeah, that it just doesn't work because the file is too big. As you can see, the file has to be 25 megabytes. Now my file, even if I do convert it to an MP3, is still like 46 megabytes, and it's only an hour-long sales call, so can't do that. So I was asking my best friend in my pocket right here, Mr. ChatGPT, because he's the best thing in the world, he or she. I guess we don't assume things in 2020, whatever year it is, but we really do. But anyway, so I was using Assembly AI, and that's what I've been trying to use to transcribe everything. Now this, yeah, I can show you this. So I have this to go ahead and get the file whenever it's downloaded, and then I'm setting up another HTTP node. And what this is going to do is it's going to call this API over here. And what Assembly AI does is it transcribes giant files. So it can go ahead and transcribe a giant file for me. So therefore it can organize all my data. So that way when a user comes into Lovable, one of my users, they want to refine their funnel, upload a sales call, they can drop it in here, and now it's actually going to get transcribed, and then it's going to get summarized. And I'm going to summarize what the goals are, the dream outcomes of the client or the prospect, and then the biggest objections. So therefore, we can use that to write better copy. And that's the reason why this tool is so valuable. Not even just that, but a multitude of different reasons. But that's going to be like one of my selling features. And that's why I have to perfect this. Again, I really don't want to get caught in the loop of, you know, hey, here, I want to build this product, and then like 20 years, 30 years later, I'm still trying to put in every little feature, because that's just so stupid. And that's what everyone does when they want to start a business. They want everything to be perfect, but they always forget nothing's perfect. Even the guys that you think have it figured out, I promise you they don't have it figured out. I work around a lot of these guys, so that's where my context comes from. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dive into this now. And then once I go ahead and build a little bit of this out, I will show you guys some of the updates, and it'll probably be dark outside. And I didn't even get to surf today, but I surfed yesterday and the waves were immaculate, amazing. I told Bia about it. She hated it. She didn't really care. She didn't really care about me.
I can't wait for the weekend to begin. I can't wait for the weekend.
All right, what's up, players? So it's like 1 in the morning. It's actually 1:12 in the morning, and as you guys can see, my eyes are all red because I am literally exhausted. I just ate some food, had a glass of wine as I was building this out, but some updates as I promised you before I go ahead and ship myself to bed so I can surf in the morning. So yeah, so right here I have a lovable prompt. Well, it's prompting right now, as you can see, it's working. But what I've been working on is the actual refining the funnel process. So I got Lovable to create a bunch of new different fields inside of here, and then inside of N8N I created this entire workflow. As you can see, the sales call summarizer. So I had a loop and all this. I still have an issue with the looping, like it'll just loop infinite and it'll do nothing really. Don't do what I did because it doesn't work. But we're about 90% of the way there. That's what we need for an MVP. So kind of happy with the progress I made over the past few hours. And also, yeah, I've just been using ChatGPT. Or one of the constraints that I was having is every time I would upload a video or a sales copy or like a sales call, just like this. As you'll be able to see now is, one, users are going to be able to go ahead and view their past sales calls, which is going to be pretty cool. But the next thing is it's not going to bring them to, just imagine this worked, but it won't bring them to the results page until the N8N workflow works and updates the Supabase columns right here. And basically what I had to do is I was like, hey, actually, I'll just run you through this whole thing really quick. So whenever a user updates this, uploads a sales call, basically what I'm having it do is like basically say, hey, this is what's wrong with your funnel. Fix it so you can make more money, so therefore you can continue to pay me and justify the cost. So everything gets sent over in a payload. Well, even before I get to that, since these are going to be pretty large files, the constraint I was running into is that to send over a giant file and a payload on a webhook, it's hard for data management, at least to what I know as of right now. So what I had to do is I had to get Supabase to create a storage base right here, which is just a bucket. And then I had to create it as public, and it basically creates a public URL to view that data for 24 hours, and then it'll delete after that. So then I have this get sent over in the payload, the storage bucket, and that is what is collected for Assembly AI. As I'll show you really quick, so right here is that audio URL that I was just talking about. And if I go ahead and then open this, whenever it opens, it'll open up to an actual, just the audio. So it works, but right now it's just not. But it does. I do know that. I've done it. But, and then I'll go over to Assembly AI. I just got caught off guard because, yeah, I told you guys it's going to be dark house. But, yeah, it goes over to Assembly AI, and I couldn't use Whisper because the files were way too big. But Assembly AI, it's expensive, but it works, as you can see right inside of here. So you'll be able to see, like, these are the runs, the cost. I think they give you like $50 in free credits, but I mean, I've ran it not that many times, and it's already spent $1.71. So I got to figure out the pricing model of really how much this is going to cost, because I think this is really going to be a feature that a lot of people are going to like, because especially in like consulting, like this is something that's pretty important. But anyway, so Assembly AI, it'll transcribe everything, and then this is like a looping phase, and then after it gets transcribed and then the loop is good and everything got processed, it'll get the transcript, and then I use custom code nodes that I got from ChatGPT, and it just cleans the data. That's all it really does right here. After it cleans the data, I have a status update, so therefore I can update the Supabase table, and then once this is updated, it'll show on the user interface on the front end. Before it even gets to that point, I have a prompt inside of here where I'm like, hey, go through and figure out all the pros and the cons of what's going on in this funnel. Here's an example output in JSON. Now, I'm still going to play around with the prompt because I'm not thrilled with the responses. I think I just know I can do better. But again, I'm just trying to stitch everything together to work right now. After that, it's going to go ahead and save everything to... I have to make this an expression. But then it's just going to save everything to my Supabase. And then once it all gets saved over here, that's when it should update and then show the results page and the results dashboard and be nice and pretty for everyone. So then they can send me more money. Just kidding, but not really. Then after that, so then I have it clean up the summary again. And then I have it summarize the sales call because I'm going to save this data right here to help with prompting. So when people are creating video sales letters, ads, whatever the case may be, we have that data from all their sales calls, and then they'll update into a new field. So yeah, that's the updates. I'm probably gonna go to sleep because I do want to wake up in like 7 hours, ideally 6 hours and 41 minutes, and then I'll drink some coffee. Honestly, I'll probably keep working on this, and then whenever it gets to like mid tide, high tide, I'll probably go out and surf for a bit, and then I'll probably hit the gym and then do some consulting, and then yeah, I wanna clean this up by the weekend and start creating some videos to sell this, and then try and put some ad spend behind my videos and really see how it does. But yeah, if you guys are building something cool, guys are building something similar, go ahead, message me on Instagram. Links in the description. Honestly, I just want to connect with you guys and really see what you guys are building. Or even if you're a developer, honestly, I would love a couple developer friends. But cool. Aside from that, I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Peace.